Hey everybody, Joe here. Gonna check out a puzzle today by Eric Bader called Slightly Intoxicated. The rules are normal Sudoku rules, that's 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3. In this puzzle, 4 or 5 of the boxes have become intoxicated. You must determine which boxes are intoxicated. Cages within those intoxicated boxes all use drunken math and are summed by their digits values. Digits 1 to 3 values are equal to 0, 4 to 6 values equal 5, and digits 7 to 9 equal 10. The intoxicated boxes are all orthogonally connected. The remaining boxes are all not intoxicated, and the cages within their digits sum to the cage total. The digits within their cages sum to the cage total, I think. Okay, so I was working this earlier and it kept throwing me for a loop. So I am restarted now, but I remember this corner. Whoops. This corner down here you see is 20, 35, 44. So this must be an intoxicated box. Now, okay, so this has to be a medium and a low. A medium for 5 and a low for 0. And this is medium, by the way. Let me color these mediums. Yellow, color the lows. Blue, color the highs. Orange. So there's going to be only one medium to spare. And that medium cannot go in here because it's going to give it a value of 5, and then it will need another medium, right? So the other medium is going to have to go in this box with a high and a low, as in this box is going to be one of each. This box is going to be a high and a low, a medium and a low, and this box will be 2 highs and a low. Now this box up here is 30, 40, and you cannot make 5 in 4 digits, so this is also an intoxicated box, and that will be all 3 highs. These will be 7, 8. Oh, and another thing I remember is that if this was a real box, or no wait, let me start over. If both of these boxes, if box 1 and box 3 are both real, then this has to be 7, 8. And then you have all 3 highs in this row. And if this box was also real, you'd be trying to put 7, 8, 9 into these 2 squares. So 1 or both of these boxes are intoxicated as well. Okay, that being said, 30, 45, that could be real. 10, 20, 35, those could be 10, making 45, that could be real. 15, 25, those could be 20. 35, those could be 10. 20, 30, 45, that could be real. 5, 40, those could be real. 20, 35, 10, this would be 9, those could be real as well. Okay, this was one of each. This was 2 highs and a low. This was a medium and a low. So this has 2 of each in the row so far. There can be no highs in this box. This box must be 2 mediums. Junk in math will be 5 plus 5. If this was a junk box, it would be 3 highs and a low. This would be a medium and a low. This would be 2 mediums and a low. Two medium. 2. I can't really note that. This would be 2 medium and 1 low. If this is junk, if this was also junk, this would have to be a high and a medium. This would have to be a high and a medium. This could have 2 mediums and a low, or 1 low and 3 low, or all 3 lows and 1 high. Not sure there. I'm just gonna I'm gonna forget that for now. If this is real, 9 goes up here, 7 goes like this, 7 would be there, There's a 1 over here, a 1 in the middle column. There's a 5 over here, a 5 in the middle column. If this is real, it has to be with a 6, 4. If this is real, it's a 6, 4. If this is also real, it's a 4, 1. No, it would be a 2, 3. If this is real, it would have some numbers in it. Good one? Well, here's the point. This is 24. If these are both real, that's 44 and a 1. So these could all be real. I mean, these two boxes could be real. Even though this one is drunk, the actual digits in the column will still add up to 45. So if these two are real, that would be 24. These would be an extra 20, 44 with the 1. Which I think means that they have to be real. Maybe not. I mean, it's still going to be the digits 1 to 6 down here. Regardless, I guess. They could both be drunk, I think. If they were, if this is real, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 would be up here. 5, 6, 9. Let's see. $15, $25. Those would be 20. I think that's okay. This is a medium and a low, which have to be at least 7, 12. These have to be at least 12. These have to be at least 33. Hmm. 10, 25, 20, 20, 30, 15. If this is 10, uh, if this box is intoxicated, the highest this can be is 24, 27. And then this would be 8. That could still be 10. Minimally. Okay. So, there was no medium to go in here. There's a medium, a high, and a low here. One of each. One of each. I don't like that mark. Medium and a low here. One of each. This one is 2 high and a low. If this cage, if this cage is drunk, since it has a 5 in it, it can't have any highs. It has to be 3 mediums. If it's real, it can't have a 9-1, it can't have an 8-7, or it can't have an 8-2 rather, it can't have a 7-3. So it would still need to be 4-5-6. This one has to be 3 mediums. Because if it's real or if it's drunk, doesn't matter which, then it still has to be mediums. So this is the 3 lows. And since this is 3 lows, this cage must be real. Or else this cage would have a total of 0 if this was intoxicated. So this is real. Or sober, I guess I should say. So this has to be a 3-2. And then, so it has to be in that order. And that is 1. Now, can this still be drunk? If it was, this would have to be 2 highs and a low. A low would go there. This would be a high and a low. Or could it just be, it could just be three, it could just rope too, couldn't it? Oh no, it couldn't. It could not rope. These cannot be all three low, or else these would be all three low. Or, I mean, these would be all three high, if these were all three low. And that would not work for a real one or a drunk one. So, there has to be at least one low here with two highs. So if it had a 2 in it, well, either way, again, either way, if it's a drunk cage, a low would be 0 and it would have to have 2 highs. Can't have any more mediums anyway. And if it was a real cage, it would have to have 2 highs and a low. So either way, this is a high and a low. Either way, a low has to go in here, I guess is the point. Since a low has to go in here, a low must go there. And this now cannot be 5. So 5 is in here in the box with 4, 6. This is a 2 or a 3. So 2 or a 3 will be down here. The other one will be over here and over here with a medium. With a medium. So this will be a medium and 2 highs. A medium and 2 highs, and this will be a medium and a high. And there's going to be a medium. No, there's going to be a low and a high here. So, okay. Alright. So since there are 4 or 5 of the intoxicated boxes, and we know that they have to be orthogonally connected, so these two, box 2 and box 9, have to be connected in some way. So if it went this way, that would be second box, third box, fourth box, fifth box, sixth box. That would be too many, because it must be 4 or 5. So that means that this one is drunk, and it also means this one must be, and then this one could be, but, or this one. So this one is like, you know, a maybe, right? This one is a maybe, but it can never be these two. So this one and this one are just sober as can be. And now, so now this one is junk. So this will be a medium and a low. This will be 3 highs and a low. There'll be 1 low and 2 mediums up here. 1 low and 2 mediums up here. Okay. Now, could both of these have been drunk though? I guess is the question. They both couldn't be sober because of the 789 thing, but can they both be intoxicated? Because if they were, this would be a high, only 1 high and a medium. It would be 1 high and a medium. This one could have all 3 lows and a high, or it could have 2 mediums and 2 lows. Wait, this was 3 highs and 1 low, medium and 1 low. So 1 low and 2 mediums. I'm just gonna mock these. These are in no way accurate. Okay, so this would be a high and a medium. If this was a high, and 3 lows, that would be broken because it would put 4 mediums in this row. If this was a high, or wait, what's going on in this box? This is a high medium. So this would have to be the other 2 mediums and a low. So this would be a low and 2 highs. Low and 2 highs. And that would be medium. That would be okay. So they could both be drunk. Alright. Can this one still be drunk? If this were... Yeah, this one could be either one, right? Oh, but this one is, I guess, yeah. This has to be low is the point. I missed that. Because the 7 is 10. But this can be 1. Oh no, it has to be 1 anyway. That's the only low that is left. Alright. So a medium, unless 2 mediums went in here, there's 2 highs and a low, or 2 mediums and a high. What is this? This has to have a medium, doesn't it? It's one of each, or... No, it has to be one of each. This has to be one of each. So there can only be 1. So this is 2 mediums and a high. 2 mediums and a high. So 5 is going to go up here anyway. We see that by Sudoku. 5 is going to go over here. 1 is going to go up here, 2 down here, this is a real cage. This would be with 8, this would be with 9, this has to have another medium and a high. This tin cage, it cannot have a 9-1, cannot have a 6-4. If it had a 3-7, could be that way, or an 8-2. 15s. One of them will need a 9. One of these 15s will need a 9 in it. With a 4-2 or with a 4-2. One cage will be 9-4-2. Because the 9 cannot be in this cage. So one of these 15s are going to be a 9-4-2, which is going to take out every possibility for 10 except for 3-7. So that must be 3-7. And now 3 is over here somewhere, but not in the middle. And this cannot have a low in it because it has a medium in it. The medium is 5. The total, and then it would need 15 more in one digit. So the 3 cannot go up here. So the 3 cannot go here. The 3 has to go here. And the 3 will go down here with a low, with a high and a medium. Okay, so 9-4-2 will be in one of these. The other one will have 8-6-1. Okay. This is low. This is high. This has a medium and a 2, which is going to be here. And this will be 5 or 6. 2 is low. There will be a 2 over here. This is drunk. This will have, well, there will be a low somewhere in here, but not necessarily the 2. The 1. This cannot have a medium. Right, or else it would need 2 mediums. But the low could still go over here. The 3 could go over here. Otherwise, I'm thinking that might have to be a 1, but not sure at the moment. But the 1, here's another low. Oh, and this is real, so this is 1-9. Since we got that 3. Therefore, 9 has to go down here as one of our highs. And the other one will be a medium, a 4 or a 6. So the low... No, it doesn't get a low. All the lows are taken. There will be a 4 or a 6 up here with an 8. A 4 or a 6 up here, a 4 or a 6 here. This has all 3 lows in the row. This gets... It has 5 in it. It needs 10 more. It still gets 4, 5, 6. Same as this one down here did. Because but this one is because... Well, this was because the highs were up here, but this one's because it can't be 9-1, can't be 8-2, can't be 7-3. So it had to be 4, 5, 6. And those are all medium. So the other 2 highs are right there. And they are 8 and 9. This cage again was real. This cannot be 3-7. It cannot be 9-1. It cannot be 6-4. That only leaves 8-2. And this is a high, which is 7. So now 7 will go here or here as the last high. So this must be medium. And there will be a medium up here, which will be 4 or 6. 7 will be up here somewhere. This is a 4 or 6. This is 2 highs. Oh no, wait. That could be real still. But one of these was 9, 4, 2. Could still be that one, I suppose. This has a 5-6 combo. These are 8 and 9. Now we have an 8-9 combo. Is that helpful? So if this was real, it would have to be 9-7. Oh no, wait. Well, if it was 9, it would need 11. It could not be with 8-3, because then this would have no fill. Right, so it can't have a 9. It can't be real with a 9. If it was an 8, it would need 12 more. 9, the 9 would be here, so a 7-5 wouldn't work because 5's already here. So this cannot be a real cage, because if it was 9, it could not make 13. If it was 8, it could not make 12. So this is intoxicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's all 5. So that one is now real. So this being real makes this a 1, 2, 3, 4. And it makes this an 8-7. And we know the order. And this is also a 5, 6, 9. And this is a 2, 8. 8 goes down here, which means it is not the 9. So the 8 must go there. The 9 is here. And this will be with, the other one had 9, 4, 2. So this will be with 1 and 6. So 1 is not here, 1 is here. That's a 2, 4, taking 4 out of there. This is known here in the middle. Gives me that. The 1 up there gave me that. This is no longer 9. There's a 1, 6 combo down at the bottom, so this is not 6. Right. I could do a lot of, I think I will, because why not? These are low. These are high. This is medium. That is medium. There is a medium. Oh. I might wait on that. 1, 6. Looking at a 5, 6. That has to be 5. 5 is now up here from Sudoku, which gives us that. And that 6 will give us this. We have a yellow there. We have an orange there. We have a 9 in the middle row there. This has a 7 in it. This is an intoxicated cage, so it needs a 7 because the 9, 8 is already in the column, and it'll have a low, which will be a 2 or a 3. But that does take 7 out of here and puts it here. And this is now medium. This will have a low in it. There will be a medium and a low up here. Okay. 2, 4, 2, 4. These are 2, 4. That is a combo. This must be the 9. I could have got that by Sudoku as well, but I had not saw that yet. Okay. What do I think about now? This is intoxicated. This cannot be the low. This is the low. It is a 3. This is a medium. It cannot be a 9. It is a 4, 5, or 6. This is not a 3. A 9 is in here somewhere. With 2 other highs also. Neither. Oh no. Oh, this has 2 mediums in it then. This has 2 highs and 2 medium. No, it can't. Wait, why not? Yes, it can. These both have to be high. Because 7, 8, 9 are all down here. And it has to be at least 2. And then to get 30, these 2 have to be medium. Which means they cannot be, cannot be 2. These are like such. This is a 2, which makes that a 3. And it makes this with a 1 and a high. 1 has to go there. This is high. And that is low. This is now 1. This is now 2. And that'll do that order there. This will be medium, and it'll have to be a 4. Which will give me the 6 there, and the 4 there. This is now not a 4. It'll give me a 4 here. By Sudoku. The 9. This will be a 7, 8. This is still any of them. The 9 is already down here. I must go with a 7 and a 3. So this will be with a 2 and a 8. Alrighty. Can I get rid of these boxes yet? Are these X's yet? Low-key been driving me crazy. This was one of each. Well, the 4, it has to be here by Sudoku. Let's take that easy route first. And then this is going to be a 5, 8. And this will have to have the 6. So no 9. Yeah. They're both intoxicated. 2, 2. Alright. So that one is known. That one is known. That one's known, that one's known, that one's known. I think I'm good enough to get rid of them. Now, I need them back. 1, 1. 1 is in one of these. A medium will be as well, but where? Twos, ones, threes, fours are done. 5. Oh, maybe I was not ready to. Yeah, I was. I know this is 2, 4. They're all marked. Where do I go now, though? I need to color some 5s and 6s. No, don't think so. 3. This is 2 highs and a low. This is one of each. Can 7 go here? If 7 goes here, then this can. Oh. There can only be one low here. This has to be a 3. It's the only spot left for the third low. So that is that. And I guess this will have to be the other one. Yeah. So this will be the 3 here. Because this can't have 2 lows in it. So that give me this. And then alright, we have 3. What does this have to be? It cannot be a low. It could be high or medium. It can be 6, 7, 8, 9 though. 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't have any combos made there, I don't think, in the column. Oh, but this has to be 2 highs, doesn't it? Right. Which means this cannot be a high. Okay, so that is 6. That is 9. That is 5. Now, I think we have done it. So these are both high. You can tell by their red eyes. This is now a 9 because we just made a 7, 8 pair here. 9 will now be on the left in box 9. with a 7, with an 8, because the 7's to the left. That'll break all of these open. 5, 6 pair makes us a 4. And this is now 7, 8, 7, 8, 5, 8. I can't quit coloring now. This has to be a high 7. Only thing that was left in the column. That works out all of that and all of that. And that will do the puzzle. That was a nice puzzle there by Eric Bader, Slightly Intoxicated. And yeah, neat rule set. Very fun. It did stump me the first time I went through it. I think I messed up on this box, because when I saw this 7, I thought, oh, that's already over 10. And I thought this had to be normal or something, and I went this way with the jump route. Something like that. Anyway, try it for yourself in the link below. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. What is this, by the way? A 5. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and bye-bye.